Hey guys, Dave from Nerdarchy, for nerds, by nerds, and we are going to play some 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons tonight, and I got all the nerdettes with me, all of them. So this should be a lot of fun. This is our 50th episode. I can't believe it's here already. You know, it came so fast. So we have a full contingency of 5 players. We have a new player joining us. Ellie, welcome. And Sam is back after a little bit of a hiatus, so welcome back. We've missed you.
Thank you. I've missed you guys.
So who has got the recap tonight?
I got it. So, this ship is infested with phase spiders, and Kath's wife, Azucena, and the crew are missing. So, we put sensors, like incense burners, of smoke strategically around the ship on both the material plane and also the ethereal plane, so the spiders will be slow or disoriented. And then we headed through the pried open crate into this portal that's been releasing these spiders from the spider dimension. So in the distance, we can actually see these spiders carrying bundled up people toward a distant spire. So hot pursuit. We catch up right in front of the spire and insert badass fight scene here. We rescued some of the people, but not all. Kath waves the crowbar to terrorize Simon, since she's sure he opened that crate to start with, and he faints. So, inside the spire, we find the spider's leader. He's like a giant male drider. And the other 4 missing people, including Kath's wife, Azucena, are bundled up in his web. More fighting ensues. Kenna's sword is glowing. Turns out that blue rune casts a bolt of lightning, and the red one casts fireball. And when the web burns up, Kath catches Azucena as she falls. So romantic. So, when the Spider King is defeated, we heal his victims and lay claim to all the treasure that the spiders had collected. Back on the ship, we cleaned up the rest of the spiders.
That's bad. That's awesome.
We're pretty awesome like that.
So with that, you guys want to introduce yourselves and your characters?
All right. Hi, guys. I'm Samantha. I'm playing Agnetha Armbreaker. She is a half-elf barbarian.
All right, I am author Megan R. Miller. You can find my stuff on Amazon. The R is important. You won't be able to find me without it. I will be playing halfling Bard of Valor, Kenna Hollythorn.
Hi, I'm Jen from pixelscapes.com, and I'm playing Dineen. She's a wood elf rogue with a bit of cleric.
And I'm Jean. I'm playing Eriton Pericath. She is a tiefling paladin of the Beggar King.
It's my turn, right?
Yep, you're up.
Hi, I'm Ellie. I will be playing Haley, Fallandane, and I am a full cleric, no halves of any kind, of the goddess Quinthal. I'm not exactly sure how I got on the ship, so that'll be interesting to find out. And this is my first game with these lovely ladies, and I'm excited. I've been watching this, and I've watched everything, and I'm very, very excited. So, yay!
Cool. Yay!
Welcome. So, yeah. So I guess the easiest thing is, you know, you had left your church or temple with your own purpose, and had gained passage on the I forgot the name of the ship.
The Minstrel.
Minstrel, that's it. That's why I keep you guys around and keep you on my toes. The Minstrel, which they might engage in some light pirating from time to time.
Okay.
So there's pretty much no questions asked as long as you can kind of pull your weight. And they were also heading in the direction of Gryphongaffe, which there is a newly formed church and school of Quinthal. So, which may coincide with some of your other goals and objectives.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good. That's actually good.
So, basically what happened is as the ship was getting into port to Gryphongaffe, the ship was assailed by giant spiders that appeared out of nowhere. As we've said, phase spiders. poisoning and carrying off most of the crew. And actually, Azil, how do you say your wife's name, Kath?
Azucena.
Azucena and Hallie were actually the last two, trying to fend off and fight off the spiders back to back. But eventually you were overwhelmed by the sheer numbers and carted off to the, as Dineen puts it, spider dimension.
Okay.
And, you were among the crew that had been rescued from there. And now you ladies all find yourself back on the ship and free of spiders, heavy with loot. We have a
so much loot.
romantic reuniting, and for ease and convenience, we will say, Agnetha Armbreaker, you find your way back to town after corralling and chasing yetis away from civilized lands, which took you quite some time.
Yes.
That was before the gap, right? That was before the gap.
The what?
Yes, it was.
Yes.
So the gap was 18 months, and then it's been at least 2 months since then. So yeah.
Yeah. So Agnetha has been off adventuring by herself for almost 2 years in the Northlands.
She probably just thinks we're dead.
Yeah, because if she stopped by Gryphongaffe, then no one knew where we went or why we've been gone so long. So
I probably have my ways of knowing what you guys are up to. I can check.
But we can leave the mystery of what Agnetha has been up to for another time. So you've made it back to Gryphongaffe, and looking for your companions. You find out that they are on a ship full of spiders, and basically the city has put out buoys around this ship, warning, almost like a quarantine, warning other people to stay away. It is super dangerous, and everyone is hoping the spiders can't swim. So you were on the docks, and you can see the ship out in the river, in the water. What is everyone doing?
I'm going to try to find this new church of my goddess, Quinzel. So I guess I'm gonna step off and, let me just ask everyone in the group. Are you familiar with this area? Do you know where this new church is?
Oh, do you need directions?
Yeah.
It says walking up behind you.
Yeah. Yeah. After our wonderful fight, I would just like to find my church.
Hey, Kath, was this lady on the ship before? I don't recognize her.
No, she's new to me.
And
then Kath will look at Azucena and she's like, "Is this a new crew member? Does she need to be interviewed?" And Azucena just kind of rolls her eyes and says, "Oh my God, can you leave her alone? We just nearly got eaten." And so Kath gives Haley a kind of a predatory look of anticipatory glee, but holds her peace for now.
Well,
so do you want the non-denominational church?
Dineen would definitely do introductions before she gets directions to go away.
So during the year you guys were kind of on hiatus, that's when another church sprung up and a school.
Who has time to pay attention to churches?
Figured.
Do we know where that is? Are we aware of that?
Yeah,
Agatha wouldn't care about that at all.
Common knowledge. Okay.
It's not my boss's church, so I kind of don't care. Kenna knows this stuff.
I volunteer at the non-denominational church occasionally, but I haven't actually had the chance to visit this one, so let's go.
Yeah, I go to the ye olde churchy of genericness as well. But I haven't seen this one either. What's it about? What's it like?
So essentially it is part temple and part school. and it's they're offering free education and classes to anyone that wants to send their kids there. It was founded by a priest cleric of Quinthal named Relion, and he's a very odd-looking fellow. He has a crazy snowflake tattoo on the side of his neck that almost looks like a spider web, and his hair is streaked with his long hair that comes past his shoulders, and it is streaked with green. He has eyes that are yellow, kind of like lemons, and he's kind of portly and a little dumpy.
No judgments.
Yeah. So at this point, the ship is actually
free school is a good thing. If I'd had free school, I would have learned my own language a couple centuries sooner.
I'm paying attention to like how good the facilities look here, and considering suggesting that the family send the kids along.
Oh, it's really new, and you would have known, you especially would have known, just because Ken is kind of nosy, that the church wasn't constructed. It was actually spelled into existence.
I'm probably telling you this as we're like walking to it, like all excited.
Is she doing that backward walking thing? Like,
yes, I'm not paying attention to where I'm going at all.
And we're walking and stop.
Yeah, like this cleric had to go out there every day and cast a spell. Like, you might have did a little light stalking to figure this stuff out.
It's really neat that some spells work like that. It's just the coolest.
And so the ship was brought into berth, and if you want to lead her there, whichever one you can do that. Agnetha is there on the berth though when you guys come in, and you guys haven't seen her since she pursued the Yetis in the mountains.
Does she look the same?
She looks 2 years older, a year older.
I'm like way more ripped because I've been like fighting Yetis.
Which is good, because didn't she end up like 6 years younger a little while ago?
My triceps are amazing. They were good before, but now they're amazing.
Oh, was she the first one to test the was she the one to test the potion? Yeah.
So I would say Agnetha probably got a heads up somehow, or knew that you guys were coming. Maybe I became like a bird or used bird sense to see you guys, or I don't know. I just figured I'd be sitting there with my legs crossed with like a piece of straw in my mouth, like, "Hey, ladies."
Kath,
when you show up.
Agnetha, please tell me you have something to smoke.
She holds out this huge bag of joints. Well, a bag. And she's got, of course, a lot of sake. I went and got the best sake from this recent place. Where was it? The Elf Village or something? Can't remember.
Karshapatham. What was it?
It's plum wine.
Plum wine.
Yeah.
It was like a peach plum or something like that. This is like
that's such
like
an
Nagori
Agnetha thing to say. I got this good shit. I can't remember from where, but it was amazing.
I know it's called Nagori. That's it. It's amazing. Here, you're gonna love this. Come with me.
I'll drink to that.
Yay!
Well, it's nice to see you again.
Oh, I've missed you, ladies. It's been pretty crazy.
We were off on a couple other dimensions, like Fairy Town and then Spider Town.
Wow.
We're back in this town.
I went to hell, but I'm back.
We killed the hags.
Killed the hags?
Yes. We are the champions.
What?
Yes. Can I get our memory back?
No way.
Got really old and then got really young.
Whoa. That's awesome. Well, we don't have to worry about that anymore.
Hopefully.
So, would I have my memory back then too, or did I already have my memory back?
You already had your memory back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Because of Maglin.
Because Maglin got your memory back.
That's right.
And then he sold himself out and killed all your relatives, and it really sucked.
Something.
And then we killed him, but he redeemed himself.
I kind of felt bad, but then I didn't. I was like, well, he's dead. Let's move on.
So
That's Agnetha right there.
we gotta check this temple out.
Okay, I'm up for that. Let's get drunk and go see a temple.
I don't want to get drunk before I go into a temple. I feel like that would get me bad Jesus points, but after.
Who's Jeebus?
Huh?
There's so many gods. Who knows?
It probably gives you bonus points for the Tiger King.
Only if you share. Only if you share. He frowns upon greed.
I don't believe you told us your name yet.
Am I allowed to go into this temple? I might have to sit outside. Just gonna warn you guys. I just don't know when I might be inappropriate. You know, it's kind of hard to just, know those things. So
we know when you're going to be inappropriate.
So this is a temple of knowledge. Like, is this God going to get mad at me if I go in there?
No.
I've been learning stuff.
No.
It's got to count for something.
There is absolutely nothing that you could do that hasn't already been done to disrespect her from the past that she would not be forgiving of someone who is ignorant as opposed to just completely shitty.
I'm just completely shitty. I better not go in there.
That opportunity.
And what goddess is this? What's the name?
Quinthal.
No. All right.
So what? So you work for her?
Since a child, I was an acolyte of her church, and just basically kept up the gardens and did chores around the churches, and just did the basic upkeeps and care. I wasn't privy to being an elder or rising anywhere in the church, but she saved my life when she didn't save anybody else's. So
I know that feeling.
I must have been doing something right.
Ellie, do you want to do a character description?
So, yeah, I can do a character description. So Haley is 5'5". She's a human. She's 5'5", about 120 pounds. She has long, dark black hair and really crystalline bluish eyes. She's very, personality-wise, she's very kind and considerate. She respects all religions of all types, and but primarily, her main love is her goddess, and if there is something that involves her goddess, she will put it first over just about anything with almost a reckless, careless abandon. and I think you'll get that about her very, very quickly. But other than that, because of everything that she's been through, she's very agreeable to mostly any types of personalities. It's just that her one thing is that really is anything that's going to impact negativity against Quinthal or the new church that she's checking out and interested in. Otherwise, it's almost to her just a one-on-one personal relationship.
It's very important
cool.
to have your one-on-one personal relationship with your higher power. So it's like evening time because I believe you guys had done a bunch of stuff during the day before going to the ship.
Mm-hmm. And then fought spiders all day. We're probably covered with spider goo.
There's definitely spider goo.
It's not good.
So
prestidigitation for everyone.
Yes, you prestidigitated us. Excellent. Yes. We are not covered in spider goo.
So yeah, after 10 minutes or so of prestidigitation, and you get some, and you get some. You guys are all cleaned up. Right. So basically you head back towards the walls because that's where a lot of the land was, and that's where the new structure went up. And it's a decent sized compound, and it is actually, I believe, more school than actual church or temple. Mm-hmm. And you would know there's a handful of teachers that work there as well as priests.
Is class in session right now?
No, not now because it's in the evening. Like you.
So what is? Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt.
No, if you have a question, ask.
So what is this like? So we're approaching the structure, and what does it look like? Like, is it? You said it was magicked into being.
Yes, it was magicked into being. Relian, the priest of Quinthel, actually spent the better part of a year going out there once a week enacting this ritual to bring the church into existence. And it is, the architecture is really simple and elegant at the same time. I think of like a Spanish style architecture when I think of it, but it's probably all in like marbles and whites as opposed to other colors, and it's not quite as bright. And the front entryway area is the actual church, which just consists of a large room with an altar, pews laid out. The altar is a book with an open eye upon it, and a pair of feminine hands grasping chains that have been like wrapped around the book and like pulling them apart, shattering them.
Wow.
So
this is fancy.
And we can like, so this is all just right there in front of us. We can just see it, to look at it and just admire it. And
yeah, you can go into the church area. The school area is closed right now.
Okay.
It doesn't take long before. What was that, Megan?
Do they have a donation box?
Of course. What church doesn't?
Okay, I want to donate 10 platinum because I like what they're doing here and like very much approve.
I'm gonna start a church where as soon as you walk through the door, like mage hands appear to pick your pockets.
I was just thinking about having Gaff try and like swipe some of that from the door.
Oh my god!
You have a friend that could help you with that if you could talk her into it, Gaff.
Well, the thing is Gaff probably has too much else occupying her immediate concern.
Well, she just got her wife back and hasn't seen her in a while, so
yeah. So she's off her troublemaking game right now. So the donation box is safe for now.
And Dineen is just rubbernecking, but then she hears the telltale sound of coin, and she like whips her head over toward Kenna, and then sees the box, and then goes, "Oh, okay, fine." And starts digging in her pockets for somebody else's money, and then puts it in the box.
We're doing the opposite of the thing I normally do. I see. Okay. It doesn't take long before an acolyte in white robes approaches you. It's a young human female, and she greets you. I'm Linda, and I am the one in attendance right now. And it's late, so mostly everyone has gone to their rooms for the evening or moved on. Is there something I can help you ladies with?
Linda, I'm actually here to meet the head elder. His name is it?
His name is
Braylon?
Brellian.
Okay. Brellian. I'm here to meet Brellian and speak with him about this new order.
Normally that would be not a problem, but right now he's actually away cleansing, and she kind of gets a look in her face, and a little bit of the color drains from it. There was I don't know if you heard about that incident at the village, out several days from here, but he's cleansing the mess over there. He's cleaning it up.
I haven't heard about this.
Neither have I.
And it's just a few days away?
Yeah.
It is.
It sounds like an interesting story.
Well, it's far less, I don't know, interesting, I guess is a word to use, but there was a village that was beset by some demonic presence, and it was ghastly. There atrocities had been committed there before, and one of the guardsmen had the idea, well, if we cleared out, everything that was there, they could then maybe have a place to set up the refugees in their own village. Except for when they sent out the guards, they ran into a problem with the demons or devils, and and they got murdered. And then Relian and his companions went out to clear out the town, and they did, and now they're consecrating it once again and purging it of the evil.
Mm-hmm. And what did you say the name of this town was again?
I think they're working on naming it now. It was so little, it didn't have a name.
Oh,
It's
that's
like a village, she
interesting.
said.
Yeah.
Do you think when they get back, I might be able to get an interview?
It sounds like a kind of deadly place. It would be awesome if they could cleanse it, but are they, do they have the muscle to pull this off?
So, she kind of looks around and her voice drops into almost a conspiratorial whisper. Well, the village had been there for a long time, and there was this ancient defiled elven tomb that accidentally got opened.
Accidentally.
And some of the creatures got out. And before they could be stopped, they had destroyed 2 villages, and that was one of them. And
there were creatures living in the tomb.
Is the other village
probably undead? Well, they destroyed 2 villages, she says.
Yeah, they got stopped eventually.
Okay.
Good, but this isn't far away. How stopped are they? I'm a little bit concerned about this.
How far is the village? You said it was just
This
a few
town is
days.
where I keep my stuff, so things happening near this town kind of matter to me.
I'm totally okay with going to look if you guys want to go to look. It would make for a first-hand source instead of a second-hand.
Well, I'd really appreciate the company. I've been traveling alone now for almost a year.
I guess you could. I mean, like I said, they cleared it out. They said, they got rid of the undead creature. It was wrapped in rags, and and it kind of had a couple of
like a mummy?
Oh yeah, I guess that's what you call them, mummies. And it had a couple of creatures with it made of corpses, and I'm told it was these vile creatures committing these atrocities that allowed these demonic presences to breach through the barriers and come to this world.
Yeah, but when was the last time you actually got any communication from this unnamed village and Braylon, what?
Oh, he sent his. Do you have your familiar with you, Dineen?
I mean, she's just sitting in a pocket dimension. I could bring her back anytime I feel like it.
Okay, she's not with you. Okay.
No. Should she be? Is it more fun if she is? I'll say that she is, if that's more fun.
Why
yeah.
not?
By the way, Dineen has this white owl with her who's just chilling on her arm here. And Dineen is still trying to reassure her after the whole spider incident that everything is okay.
Yeah, Reliant sends his... And then her words kind of trail off if she looks at your owl. Mm-hmm. Owl, back and forth regularly, like that one.
Oh. This one's mine. Just for reference. And she pulls her arm a little closer.
Yeah. I think his is a little different. I don't know. They look kind of the same to me. I mostly only see them in books. The only real one I've ever seen has been Relian's, and now this one.
Well, she's very nice. Her name's Wisdom.
Oh, that's an excellent name.
I thought so.
I read somewhere that owls are actually really dumb birds, though.
She
Don't say that in front of her.
she understands common, by the way. So yeah.
I'm sorry, I just read it in a book somewheres.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Arun shoots Wisdom a very smug look.
Arun's in the church.
Well, he came with us.
By the way, Arun is a giant aurochs, which is like a shaggy, majestic, fabulous musk ox.
And
mega musk ox.
He looks like he was attacked by a 7-year-old with a bedazzler.
Yeah, he's been bedazzled. He's got like
'Cause
he's got like gold wire around his horn.
Yeah,
and he loves it.
Oh, okay.
He's the Keith Richards of cattle.
Well, I was thinking
He's wearing a diadem for real.
if his gig as a paladin steed doesn't work out, pimp is his next career choice.
It's all the goats, man.
Yeah, so as far as we know, everything seems to be okay there. They have it taken care of. I mean,
Is he
awful.
coming back? Is he expected back soon?
Yeah, he should be back within the next couple days or week or so, depending on how much consecrating they had to do. I mean, I did hear they took the guards and they nailed them to trees.
What?
What?
And then they animated them. Ugh, so gross.
This
When you didn't
this
think
really
this was
sounds like a lot.
From wait, who did that?
We turn our backs for 5 minutes.
These demonic
5
creatures
minutes.
that took over the village, apparently.
Yeah.
That's gonna make for a great verse.
I think we should go check out the village if you
Okay,
guys wanna- I don't really want to go by myself.
I introduced us by name, but since this school is new, I'll just say it to both of you. We're from the Scarlet Sisterhood, and we're pretty awesome, and we're basically busybodies, and we fix a lot of stuff. So this seems like something that might need professional fixing
More
to me. Just
In other
that's just
words-
my-
Write a song about it.
We're the shit.
yeah. Except we're PG-13, so we're merely incredibly awesome.
Ish.
Yeah, I gotta work on the PG-13 thing. Okay, so I would have heard. So since they are so high level, David, my character having traveled for ever since the catastrophic event happened at said church, I would have heard of the Scarlet Sisterhood, right? Like, has their name traveled?
Yeah, actually, you would. It's so the Company of the Nag is a famous mercenary band in Ulthgania, and there was a time in their distant past where a evil sorceress came upon them and beset them and bewitched all of the men of the Company of the Nag.
Oh, okay.
And all the women, daughters, wives, mothers kind of banded together and set upon this sorcerer and her minions, freeing the men of the Nag. And when they snapped out of the enchantment, they were all covered in crimson with the blood of their enemies. Hence the Scarlet Sisterhood sorority was born.
And Kath would have corrected Dineen when she said we're the Scarlet Sisterhood. She said, well, to be fair, they're the Scarlet Sisterhood. I'm the bookkeeper.
I barely know what the Scarlet Sisterhood is, but I've heard some stories, and I linked up with these folks, so yeah, that's us.
It's awesome.
By association.
Right.
Um,
I'm like secondhand Scarlet.
So who's first? So who's like Scarlet Sisterhood for reals? Like the most founded of the founding members
That'd
right
be
now.
Agnetha and Kenna.
Okay.
Raise my little hand.
Yeah, I just sort of linked up with them and decided to invest in their bathhouse, our bathhouse now. Yeah, and
You're
adventure
smarter than
and save the world from stuff. And
We're allowed to say so, right?
it's been interesting.
Well, it sounds amazing. And
Oh, here's a coupon for the bathhouse, by the way. There you go. The spa's very nice.
where's the bathhouse at?
Here's directions to the bathhouse.
Is it?
And here's a shortcut I marked on the map so you can
just
get there
down the
twice as
road.
fast.
I was like,
Well, are we heading out to go investigate this thing?
I
Well-
would think you guys are a little weary at this point.
Not immediately, but it sounds
I want to go get armor made for my dog before we go anywhere, or at least get it started.
go
because
to
I
the
have
place.
patch right now, so
Your mermaid? Your dog is getting a pet mermaid?
armor made.
Oh.
Oh
You
no!
should go.
I was about to say, with Kenna admitted that could have been a thing.
Maybe. Now I'm thinking about it, but I think murdogs are just seals anyway.
Dogfish. Well, you should go to that place that made Kath's armor because that armor was really awesome.
Oh, it's super nice.
Okay.
They're good there.
Which place was that again?
Well, I mean, think of it this way. What else do we have to work on right now? Unless we're going to go beat down my in-laws' door immediately. This is right near town, which concerns me.
It's a little ways off.
It sounds pretty severe, though.
You know how I distance. Everything's a couple of days or a week.
Right. Unless it's Ryler, and then it's like 2 weeks.
Yeah. If it's really far away.
But yes.
So what do you guys want to do now? Because, like I said, it's late. You guys are probably feeling a little beat up.
Well, I definitely want to stay here at the church and check it out.
Well, being an acolyte and being of the faith, after you talk to Linda for a little while and she realizes that she will definitely offer you lodgings. And for your companions as well?
Oh, that's up to them if they'd like to stay here.
I got a place.
Okay.
It's all good.
My house has wheels.
Yeah.
But it was very kind of you to offer. Thank you.
Yeah, and you guys realize you'd probably get a monk's cell anyway, so it's definitely a downgrade.
Is this so Gryphongaffe? Let me just ask out of game or out of character. This is your hometown? This is the hometown of the.
Yeah, it's like a town that is transitioning into full-on city.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's
Is that from all the work that you guys have done over time?
We
and others.
We saved it from a siege, and the army. Yeah.
So it's very welcoming so you've got a lot of.
But it also has kind of an economic boomtown aspect because there's a bunch of different dimensional portals in the region. I'm sure that's nothing to worry about, by the way. There's a bunch of dimensional portals in the region going to different places, and so a lot of that trade comes through here.
So it's not like we know the whole town or the whole town knows us, but we do have some solid connections in place.
Yeah, and some of
we're
that stuff.
fairly well. Yeah, you're fairly well known, but it's not like everybody, especially since there is a huge influx of people from Rylar because Rylar got demolished, and then we were gone for a long time immediately after into the Feywild. So, for people who have been here longer, we're more well known. But there's also this, major refugee population that's been settling here for the past year while we were off, having shenanigans in the Feywild for a while.
Then Gryphongaffe is kind of is like a triangulation between the Crathan Gulch, which is the Dwarven Kingdom, and Carshapatheon, which is the Elven Kingdom, both of which are willing to deal with and trade with Gryphongaffe, but not with each other. Clearly.
Okay, so they're kind of like the middle ground for.
Yes, and they're actually able to move out goods from the elves and from the dwarves down river. And Gryphongaffe is actually, it's kind of a port city, except for it's more like a kind of like a Nile style river as opposed to an ocean or a sea that feeds out into the ocean. So it's become a bit of a mecca. And also recently a portal to the Dragon Realms, Dragonborn realm has opened up, and they've been trading with them as well. So they've gotten very wealthy very fast. And they are kind of famous, especially because Agnetha may or may not be dating the head of the town watch militia and councilman.
We're pretty close.
We probably got. Oh yeah.
Has he seen you in the past 2 years?
He's been missing me. I've been sending him little love notes here and there. Killing Yetis today, baby. Hope you're doing well. See you soon.
Oh, you
that kind of thing. Not killing, but training and working with. Maybe killing. We'll keep that.
Yeah,
it depends how trainable they are. So
Agnetha definitely needs to go and soak her triceps. I'm definitely missing the spa. I've been gone way too long.
I need to know if Agnetha is bedecked in white furs or not when she comes back to Gryphongaffe.
I was going to mention that. Absolutely. I'm going to have like these not only awesome triceps and like a nice chest for a lady, but then I'm going to have like really good furs on. Probably not so attractive, but cool. I probably met somebody, that fashioned me some cool furs. Or something.
That might be a point of contention with Harak later. We'll see.
Whatever, he'd like them. I have like little booby furs now.
Okay.
They're like totally stylish.
So it's like a furry bikini?
Kind of, yeah. But then my glaive has like a nice furry pelt around it now. So it's nice and sheathed in fur. And she just looks like she's a different person, I guess, kind of. She's more like hardened, you could say. I come from a cold place, so,
Savage Agnetha returns.
Quite savage, indeed.
So what is the plans for the evening?
Get drunk, get stoned, get soaked.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go home.
Sounds about right.
So I'm hearing at least two of you are heading to the bathhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, it's been a hard day. I mean, Catherine, as you said, will probably go to chill out or have fun at the bathhouse for a while before retiring to Kath's home. So.
Nigori. Sisters of Nigori. I'm gonna start like chanting and hitting my chest like in a funny way. I'm gonna start like slapping your butt. Come on, Nigori.
Okay, so you're gonna be really happy with this, but while I was in the Feywild, I got some dank from the Feywild, and we're gonna have some of that while we're hanging out in the bathhouse. And remind me to introduce you to Finnelis, because he's really cool too.
I am interested. I need some lady time. I need my ladies. I've had enough Yeti. Now I'm ready for my ladies.
Dineen would stick around for a little while just to reconnect with Agnetha a little bit, but she's still going to want to get home.
I understand. We shall have our times to catch up, sister. Have a great night. Are you going to come with us to the house for a little while, or the soakings in the bathhouse, or are you going to go straight home?
Just briefly.
Okay.
And then I have to get back to things at my house. And she glances at Haley because Haley's new. She's not being super duper forthcoming right now, but maybe later.
You're invited if you want. I just wasn't sure if you would want to or not because you're kind of a priest. And
I'm gonna stay at the church just because I'm so amazingly curious about this place. Had a lot of dead ends and some pocket faith Quinthel followers, but this is the first actual church that I've seen in a different following a different sort of path.
So you spend time and Linda hangs out with you for a while, and after a while she's like, she does a lot of talking about the head of the church, Relian, and it's almost like hero worship. And when she describes him,
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot different than the way Kenna described him. Kenna probably described him where he's kind of a little freakish looking, and human-esque, right?
Okay.
But where Linda describes him almost in like a fawning kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
Not like a crush per se, but someone that she looks up to and really respects.
I can get that. I can understand that. I mean, as a character, my character can totally understand that.
She totally has faith goggles on.
that's what it is.
I can get there. I can get behind that. Okay.
Yeah, so the river that runs through Gryphongaffe is not the only thing that's reminding me of the Nile right now.
And you can you kind of piece out like some of the stories where like Relion and his group kind of went adventuring, and those villages getting decimated was because they opened something and left it open.
Yeah. Okay.
And then kind of went on their way and kind of came back to the aftermath.
I certainly, we've never done anything like that before ourselves.
That's true. There's like 3 villages that have been totally decimated near here.
Angus. Yeah, we should check on that kid sometime, by the way.
I just assumed that we were passing him back and forth between our homes.
Oh, that's right. He's here in Gryphongaffe. That's right.
Yeah, I thought we left him with all the little halflings.
Yep. I haven't heard any reports about him like psionically exploding any heads or anything, so I'm just going to assume everything's fine.
That is a good point. You know, that sounds safe to assume. No exploding heads is a good sign. So, is there anything Hallie's specifically after?
Just information. So if this Linda chick is fawning all over, I mean, that's fine. But she is going to, I mean, I don't know what the, you know, when things finally, you know, get quieter and it's night, she's going to totally like check this place out, whether it's clandestine or just checking it out like completely without any care for the world, because, you know, this is really, really where she wants to be, and she really wants to check this out, so nothing's going to stop her.
Sorry, I got a little distracted by the chat. No, there's no B. It's just Relion with an R.
Oh, okay. Relion. Got it.
Yeah, so one of the things that becomes apparent really quick, Linda has 0 guile. So, like, not only does it appear that she doesn't try and keep anything from you, it doesn't appear that she would know how to.
She would know how to anyway?
Yeah.
Okay.
Matter of fact, after like to go check things out on your own, she just seems like happy to have someone else to hang out with and talk to and tell stories. You actually have to get rid of her.
I mean, Haley's a pretty patient person, so I guess I'll entertain her for long enough until I feel like she's just not reiterating the same information to me over and over and over and over again, and then just, you know, bid her good night and ask her if I can go to my room or if there's a room for me.
And she totally sets you up and she eventually gets the hint. And
okay.
And then you're able to kind of go and explore. So we'll move over to the bathhouse.
Okay.
You 3 ladies at the bathhouse.
Yeah.
And Dineen goes with them just to sort of say hello and make sure they're all set up. And
Yeah. You came to have a great time is what you did.
No.
I just came to be, you know, nonchalantly sitting in the corner and jealously wanting to be a part of our awesome party that we're going to have streaking. Yeah.
Like, if you almost die, you want to go see your kids, man.
It's kind of a mom thing. I wasn't going to.
Well, I'm not everyone's a mom, okay?
I wasn't going to like get into that in front of this Haley lady, but yeah, I gotta go and I had some
I like her a lot.
Yeah, you know, she's like a real cleric.
She's like a real cleric, guys.
Not like me. I
not like you. I can corrupt you. I don't know about this other lady.
Don't get me wrong, boss. Everything I'm doing for you is awesome, and I have no complaints. I'm doing what I want to do. Is great. But yeah, it's like it sounds like that's her thing. That's like her whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you guys think are the odds? Can I corrupt this? Haley cleric, or do you think I'm not gonna have very good luck?
Well, it's hard to say if she's corrupted already or not, isn't it? We only knew her for like 5 minutes.
And you never know, Agnetha. She might convert you.
Oh.
This is true. I've never thought of that before.
What do we know about this Quinthel? Like, is this a good god or a bad god?
God of knowledge.
Knowledge and secrets.
Is that good or bad?
So the things that she must know that we find out from her, though, like we should keep her around. And I say this for completely selfish reasons because I want to know the things she knows.
You always want to know stuff. That's yeah.
Hey, Dave,
Of course.
can I make either a history or a religion check to see if I know any interesting tidbits about this goddess?
Sure. Check away.
Nice.
Religion seems like a good place to start.
All right.
Tiefling. You mysterious creature, you.
That would be a 12.
Okay. So with the 12, you know, Quinthel is the goddess or mistress of knowledge and secrets, but not in hoarding or keeping knowledge or hiding away secrets, but discovering them and opening them up.
Oh.
And there, you also know, like many religions in Ulthgania, there are different sects of them. Some of them kind of go to the extreme the other way, but for the most part, most of the followers of Quinthel look to uncover secrets and expand knowledge.
Oh. So Kath starts to kind of share this, and then she looks at Agnetha and Dineen, and she says, so basically, when we can't find Kenna, she's probably going to be there.
Okay.
Because if they're about, like, finding out secrets and sharing information, I can't imagine that, and she looks to Kenna, that you wouldn't want to.
So check there, check Sheena, check the library, and then go to Jurison Bucket, is what I'm hearing. In Kenna search.
Well, were the pixies on that list?
I'll make you a list of places that I might be, because the pixies need to be on it. The non-denominational church needs to be on it. The Finalist needs to be on it.
He's a place.
Well, kinda. I mean, I imagine he's probably found a place that he's usually in at this point.
I wonder if there's, like, a magical tracking device that we could put on you.
I'm not so sure I'm okay with that.
Well, which is why I'm speaking about it openly and not doing it behind your back.
I appreciate it.
But because if you think about it, like, sometimes you blink away, and we're always just a little bit worried that you're going to blink away when you're injured and die where we can't find you.
Like, more than once you've been actively bleeding to death in an alley somewhere. More than once. It's like kind of a thing.
And, you know, we totally wouldn't use it for nefarious purposes. We'd only ever use it when there was an emergency.
I guess I could wear some kind of tracing device most of the time and just take it off when I don't want you to find me.
Which will be always.
Well, while you guys work out all that smart magic stuff, I gotta get going.
All right.
But Agnetha, I'm so happy to see you. I'm so glad you're back. I'm so glad we're back, I guess. That's what it's really about.
Tell your goblin we said
Sister,
hi.
it's good to see you. Sisters in blood for life. High five.
I will high five you.
All the high
Seriously.
fives.
Y'all come back now. See you next time, girl. Till our next adventure.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
So,
Whatever day it is.
Tomorrow, then.
Tomorrow.
All right, so you head back to Thane and Ilian.
Yep. So Dineen heads back to Alarion, her husband, and Fane, her daughter. And we don't have to play this whole thing out, Dave, but just because she had some thoughts over in the spider dimension, she basically wants to, of course, she'll spend some time with Fane. And then after Fane goes to bed/meditation, she wants to talk to Alarion and make it real clear, like, I'm out there adventuring to not only make this whole place safer for everybody and for you guys, but also because long term, I got to figure out what's going on with this curse and break that. And I've got to be as good as I can be at what I do. So I know Fane asked me to, like, stay, and I would love to, but if I do, you're going to stay cursed and something horrible is going to happen to possibly both of you. And I'm not okay with that. So I just want to make sure you understand that.
Of course I understand, but I don't know. The curse has been going on for so long.
Yeah, but you don't even know where any of your older siblings are. For all I know, it could like kill you off at a certain age. I don't want that to happen.
He kind of looks away a little guiltily, and he's like, I don't like to think about where my other siblings have gone, but I do have some ideas.
You do? I have some leads.
Well, I was
not...
thinking my father must have done something to stay young for so long.
Yeah, I had heard a rumor to that effect. That he seems unusually long-lived for an elf.
So,
but I don't know if he's actively grabbing them and sacrificing them, or if he's if it's something that automatically I don't know. We might not be safe even here, even with them off. So at some point, I'm going to talk to the ladies about pursuing that.
Could be dangerous. I wouldn't want to lose you, even to break the curse. I mean, if it wasn't for Fane, I wouldn't even consider allowing. Well, I know I can't make you do anything, or you never listen to me anyway. But I would do everything. I would tie you up and lock you away if I thought it would help. But for the sake of Fane, I'm gonna have to let you do what you do.
You know, this is the best way to make sure that we don't lose each other. That's how I'm looking at it.
And he kind of like turns away a little bit, and you can see he balls his hands in the fists, and you see like a quiver run through his body. And you've known him long enough to know he's just angry and frustrated because he can't really leave the walls without invoking the curse.
You're in Gryphongaffe right now. We're gonna stay here. I'm going off on another thing tomorrow to try and keep the area safe, which keeps the city safe, which means it's a safe place for you to be. So just I'll let you know what's coming up. Whenever I know.
He surprises you with an uncharacteristic outburst of anger and rage as he like just punches the wall.
Ooh.
And I'm just tired of being safe.
Well,
and then he just kind of like sighs and is deflated.
She'll come over to him and kind of just to sort of very carefully approach him because he does seem angry, to see if she can calm him down and give him a little bit of a hug. And she glances over to where Fane is sleeping / resting, and then back to him and says, "Well,
Fane
you're tired
is
of feeling
to be asleep."
Well, she's an elf, so she doesn't actually sleep. So that's basically what she does, you know. But she says, "If you're tired of being safe, what do you want to do?"
I don't know. It's just, Fane, you're doing all the work. Feel useless sometimes.
You're helping out. You're taking care of Fane. She needs at least one of us here. And you're so good with her. And you've been helping with the business, which is getting us money to live off of.
And
if something ever did happen to me, you would need that.
He kind of like just stops cold when you say that and looks up and looks you in the eyes. Just don't say that. Never say that again. Never. And he kind of like grabs your face and like firmly but gently, and
That's
just kind of puts his forehead to yours.
I want you to really understand why I go out and do the things I do. That's my point.
I understand. That's why I gave you the bow.
And
at least I feel like part of me is out there with you.
And it has helped me. But I'm going to figure this out. And then we'll figure this out. Okay?
Do you have any leads?
I actually do. And she'll go over with him, if nothing else, to distract him from how angry he is. She'll go over with him some of the research that she got when she was in Carshapathium, even though she probably only understands half of it herself. And she'll talk to him about the vision about the woman with the tree face.
You mean the tree with the woman's face?
Oh yeah, that thing, the thing. And then when she mentions that, she remembers the letter that she has about that, but she doesn't pull that out yet.
Yeah, she actually has 2 letters. But
Yes, she does. But only one is about that.
Anything in the Feywild is dangerous.
That's been my impression.
Especially the pretty things, is what I hear anyway. All I ever wanted to do was use my hands and work wood, raise a family.
You're doing all that.
I would like it better if you were here with me, safe.
I'm here with you more often. Okay, I can't say that right now because for you, so much time passed. But it's nice having a home base in a place that's actually safe and not Ryler and not near your parents.
Although we did manage to have some Ryler come here. Some things you just can't escape, I guess.
It gives Kath and her beggar king some things to do.
Well, that's true. So with that, we'll fade to black. You guys can have your moment, and we'll go back to the bathhouse.
The party house.
What time does the bathhouse stay open till?
Whatever we want. We're the owners.
Well, I know you guys can be there, but to the general public.
Probably 10 or 11, maybe,
Yeah,
or earlier.
That's what I was thinking too. Pretty much exactly.
Nice. 10 or 11. 10.
That's
10,
what the
30,
sign says.
if you're
10
cool.
or 11.
No. If you're really cool, 11 o'clock.
There's a stick figure, and it's like 10, 11. And it's just like.
But then in the
Cheers.
around the 10, it says 11 o'clock if you can read this in the
The opening hours on the sign are sleeping in until pretty late.
So,
Well,
you guys are chilling there. The brass ladies are kind of around. They don't really go anywheres.
well, you can just assume how that night's going to go then. We can just skip ahead to tomorrow if you want.
Agnetha, I've got things I can fill you in on. I'm kind of accidentally seeing somebody.
That doesn't matter.
That is what I was getting at, but okay.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
About it later.
we're gonna drink some really good Nagori and have some fun with some local, alpaca, and then we're gonna finish the night early, maybe ish, probably late. Agnetha's just gonna want to soak her triceps, and then she's gonna pass out.
It's all about the triceps.
It is all about the triceps.
Oh, and did you see my new quads? No, I'm just joking. That's from kicking things.
They're definitely not Yeti babies.
No, they need a rough upbringing, Lots of kicking. I'm just joking. I don't know. Oh, pardon me, everybody. By the way, I'm so sorry if I accidentally sneeze into the mic. I've been trying to mute it, but sometimes I don't. I'm having the nastiest cold, so I'm so sorry. For all the viewers out there.
And as you guys come into the bathhouse, Vance is there, and as soon as he sees Kath, he acknowledges you guys, but then instantly tries to slink off.
That's Vance.
Yeah. Vance is in his.
So Kath doesn't even have to say anything because so she snaps the door open in the dramatic fashion she does to try and spook him. And then he sees her and his eyes kind of go wide. And then before Kath can say anything, Azuzena steps in, she's like, "Ah, young Vance." And she just looks even more evil than Kath does. And she says, "Don't go. I haven't seen you in so long. What have you been up to?" And so yeah.
What's the relationship like there, by the way? I don't remember this very well.
Oh, they're wives.
Where? Between who?
Oh, that's right, Vance.
No, Vance.
No,
Vance
Vance.
and Kath are wives.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Vance is a young elf that Dineen and Kenna kind of adopted and brought in to help run the business.
Right, I know that much.
We might have kidnapped him.
He wanted to stay.
Yeah, I was gonna say he wanted.
So
He followed us home.
Right.
Kath has been properly schooling him in accounting and things like that. And she's generous, but she loves to terrorize him as well. So she likes to mess with his head on occasion.
It's good preparation for adventuring.
Yeah.
And for being a man.
Gets you used to terror so that you can
Get used to the terror and fear that is to come.
you got to be able to you got to be able to resist that fight or flight reflex so that you can make a decision.
That can happen when you're in a bathhouse.
In other words, we will not have a bitch in our party.
Sure.
Was that too far?
Nah.
Dum-dum. Come on, someone's got to break the ice. You guys are so good. I'm just not. Sorry.
Yeah, so Vance looks to all your companions as if, you know, pleadingly.
Oh my god!
But when his eyes wander over to Agnetha, they can't. It's almost like a rubber ball hitting a wall. Bounce right back to Megan, and then Kath's wife, seeking some rescue.
Dude.
And and he's dressed immaculately, and he's in a light blue robes with white trim, and he actually has been really falling into the role of kind of like administrator for the bathhouse when you guys aren't around.
I'm gonna want to definitely be friends with this person. Like, since I've been gone, I feel like Vance and I should like bond over some Nagori.
You don't need to be bonding with Vance. He's like a child in elf years.
Well, I feel like I need to make him a man. I just don't know what it is. I just feel like I need to put him under my wing a little bit.
Man, Kath caught him sleeping with 2 women at once at this point.
He does seem to have a thing for human women, though, Agnetha.
I like this person a lot already. We should be friends.
Oh Lord.
Yes, Vance and I are going to be really good friends.
I think you might be mistaken a little bit. I think it's human women have a thing for him.
Yeah, probably.
I get that.
What about half humans?
Like he's okay. No, seriously, Agnetha. He's kind of like the Michael Cera of Gryphongaffe. Like
I'm like a half elf. Maybe I can persuade him in some way.
Oh Lord. I'm really not going to stop you from doing this, am I?
Well, he was until Finnelis showed up, and now Finnelis is now like the Pied Piper of women in Gryphongaffe, and sometimes men. But
I'm so glad Dineen is not here hearing any of this.
Probably a good thing.
Finnelis is just very well liked.
Well, Agnetha's just happy and jolly, and she's just like, gonna probably just tell Vance to come and hang out with us. And is he trying to leave right now, or what is he doing?
Oh yeah, he's trying to leave. He's been working all day.
Well, Kath will leave him alone for tonight because they just got back like a couple of days ago from the Feywild, and she grilled him pretty good when they first got back. So
nice.
She'll lay off. Plus, she's got better things to occupy her time with. So
that's true. And there was the harrowing experience with the spiders and all the crew.
Yeah. We're probably all going to want to pass out after soaking our muscles.
And they're definitely running a skeleton crew on the ship tonight. Everyone that could possibly be off the ship wanted off after recovering. So next day, you guys party through the wee hours. Some of you getting reacquainted with each other because it's been quite some time. Hallie, what exactly you said you wanted to like investigate and snoop around?
Yeah, during the night when everyone's finally, there's always, I know for the way the church works, there's usually always somebody on standby through the night, but still, yeah, because she's been through so much and she doesn't trust anybody that's coming in and saying, oh, we're doing it this way and this way is the best way after everything that's with the church, falling apart. Yeah, she's gonna completely scope out the joint while it's nighttime.
So you're actually able to do that, and it's actually pretty easy. Like
there's not like a lot of locked door. There's nothing there that's like giving her this impression that there's something else going on other than what's actually happening.
Yeah, it's actually like the opposite of that. Like there's virtually no security in place. It seems like whoever set up like the operations of everything is very trusting and maybe a little naive.
You're right. That's what I get from Linda, right? Straight out of the gate.
Yeah. And like you're able to easily find different ledgers of,
Okay.
basically the roll calls for like all the students and the teachers and the priests there. There's only like a dozen people all in all that actually work there and different capacities. Some of them are actually priests, so they live there and minister. And then there's a handful of teachers that have been actually brought in to actually teach the children of Gryphongaffe. And also you can see where they've actually, like where they added some of the roles, and it's just some marks to let you know that some of these are refugee children from Rylor. So like they seem to be keeping track of things, but like even the records, nothing's locked up or hard to get to.
Sounds good. Okay, then that's okay. I mean, like I said, it's setting her mind at ease, but at least there's nothing that's standing out to give away anything that's gonna raise suspicion.
So next day, what is it you ladies want to do?
I want to go speak to a blacksmith about getting some barding for my dog.
Okay, you can absolutely do that. That's easy enough.
How much is this gonna run me?
Just standard for barding.
Cool.
Whatever it is in
Hey.
the DHB. It's probably gonna take them like a week to throw that together.
Excellent.
Will I have come back with some of a fortune for all this Yeti work, by chance?
More than likely you would have come back with things. I feel like you probably came back with a lot of like pelts and things of that nature. Maybe like ivory and horn and valuables.
Drinking horns. Can I give every single one of these ladies a really cool drinking horn? Maybe I like brought it back with me.
Absolutely.
Cool. You guys all get a drinking horn from Agnetha.
Nice.
I will keep it with me always.
Awesome.
And they have like an elvish rune inscripted with your name on it. Like you're like
I
a
can read
rune
that
for
now.
each of you.
I can read Elven now, Agnetha.
So like some of yours will be different runes, like different like meanings, like beauty or strength or like that kind of stuff. It'd be kind of cool like that.
Please tell
But-
me that Kath's rune is debauchery.
Debauchery. So probably just stuff like that, like more like prizes and like special things that people have made or certain places I've gone to or something.
Yeah, well, I'll get with you between sessions and we'll come up with some stuff.
Okay,
Sure.
cool. All right. So are we going more south or more north?
Before we go away, since Dineen was not reading it last night because it might be scary, but can she take a quick look at those letters?
She can. They are both sealed.
Well, she's gonna. Well, one of them's to her, so she doesn't
Yes.
care about breaking that seal. The other one, she will try and unseal in a more subtle, roguish, perhaps, manner.
Okay.
Even though I'm sure it's magically sealed and this isn't going to work out like she thinks, but
Does it
You
ever?
just like run it over a tea kettle a little bit.
yeah, something like that.
So the you're gonna start with the one you was intended for you, I take it.
Yeah, let's check that one out.
So there's a name in there. Cryona.
Cryona? Okay.
Yes. Cryona Starglade. Something with star and elves with me for some reason.
Since this is Wintercourt, maybe her in-law's last name is a cover story, since it's Summerstar.
It could be. Could very well be. Perhaps it was adopted. And she's one of the mistresses of winter. And dark trents serve her.
More tree fighting. That's
they're
never fun.
more tree fighting, and the name of her lair is the Silver Citadel.
Which I'm assuming is in the Feywild somewhere.
It is in the Feywild, and she is one of the ladies of the Unseelie Court. So she's still a bit removed from Mab or anyone, but she's still up there and powerful.
Okay.
And it also says, amongst her favorite servants are winter wolves and these dark tread.
Okay.
Which kind of like invokes that image of that feral face you saw.
Doesn't sound good.
And the last line that you read is, "Be wary, or you may become one of her pack." So it's written in the Elven way, so it's really close to pact.
Great. Okay. Noted.
And it also says that it also makes mention of that being her common name, and then there might be others.
All right. So Dineen reads this and just ponders it, and then she'll pocket that letter.
And as you're pondering it, although you've gotten much better, Elven is still a little tricky for you.
Well, maybe I'll run it by Kenna when I get back then.
But just as pack and pact seems really close to each other, so does glade and glaive.
Interesting.
So what do you want to do with that second letter?
I am gonna try and get the seal open without physically disturbing it more than necessary.
All right, give me a sleight of hand.
Can I use inspiration on this?
Yes, you can.
30.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Dineen is in.
How many different places do you want to put that seal if you need to?
Yeah, she may have done a little bit of document work in her past. Let's put it that way. Her seedier past. So yeah, she just sort of eases that letter open and she's gonna read it.
All right. So the letter is to House Scion Starleaf. Or CN. I might be saying it wrong, but it's the color. And it reads, "As ravens fly, heroes die. The old ways are reborn. While old enemies mourn, hear the horn, hear the horn, hear the horn. You are called to honor the ways of old. Brother, I do call, come back to the fold."
Wow, that's beautiful. I love that.
I gotta get that text from you later, Dave.
Yeah.
No kidding. I want that one on my wall.
And is this in Elven or is it in Sylvan?
It is actually written in a hybrid of the two.
Dineen's been learning Sylvan, but it's because she wants to make sure she gets this right. She's definitely gonna have to run both of these by Kenna. Also because I don't want to keep this stuff to myself.
Okay, so you spend the morning doing that, and then now you have this information probably burning a hole through your head.
Yeah. So when she links up with the rest of the ladies, she will mention that I've been meaning to open these letters, and I finally did. This one, don't disturb the seal because I'm going to reseal it when I'm done.
Okay.
But, yeah. They may figure it out anyway, in which case I have a nice cover story, but...
With a 30 check, you actually have, like, almost like a small snuff box that has a alchemical substance in it that you actually use to put the seal in and preserve it, and also protects it from damage. And it will, you also have a whole kit for reapplying it.
Excellent. So after she shares this information and Kenna can copy it out, she'll reseal that letter.
I copy it out in the handwriting and it was originally written in because I
Excellent.
And I can do that.
Now, I wouldn't put it past a bunch of fairies to have like all kinds of magic and like an extra message inside the message and ridiculous stuff like that, but I don't know anything about that, so...
Oh, codes and ciphers. Is there anything hidden in the poetry?
Well, I know thieves can't. I didn't see anything, but nothing would surprise me. I'm super suspicious of the Feywild after what happened before. And I really dread the idea of having to go back there because that probably means losing more time. At least we can forewarn people this time.
Can I make an intelligence check to see if I can find anything hidden in the script?
Yeah, go ahead.
Halfling 1.
Nice.
No, I don't find anything hidden in the script. This looks like pretty poetry to me.
Oh, well, I figured I was just being paranoid.
Don't you re-roll ones? Because
No, it was a halflings one. It was a 2.
That's a 2.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oops.
But you are correct. Halflings do reroll once.
Well, then I'll just reseal it and tuck it away for safekeeping. With my fancy alchemical seal be gone kit.
All right, so you do that. You found Kenna. Kenna's checked it out. So the two of you have assembled. Where are you guys going next?
All right, we need Kath, Agnetha, and I guess we'll bring this priestess Haley with us.
Jeez.
So
Sounds good. Is it cold or warm where we're going?
it is. Well, it's the same temperature as where you are now, but it is now like springtime.
So my booby furs are still okay?
I think they'll be fine.
Okay, awesome. What is that beeping? I hear a beeping.
Yes, you might hear a beeping in the background on my end.
You're like, someone's baking popcorn.
Yeah, we'll just
Popcorn. Oh my god.
It may or may not be a dryer. I'm just saying.
Got it. Okay.
So Haley, you're new to this church here, huh?
Oh, did they come back to the church? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, so I'm not new to the faith, but I'm new to the church, yes. The church isn't what it used to be, if it was ever what it was supposed to be.
Huh. I've been to just a couple of different churches for my boss, and every one of them has been different. So
Different, like corrupt?
not that I know. Are yours different, like corrupt?
Mine are very different, like corrupt.
Oh no. What do you is this one different?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
That's
That
very
is
concerning.
my sole purpose in life is to find out.
Would you like me to interrogate them?
No, I mean, if it was necessary, but I don't think it's necessary. At least from what I gathered, this place is pretty it's not. It's pretty. I don't want to say benevolent, but it seems to be what it appears to be.
All right. Like, it doesn't even have to be like a violent interrogation. I can, I can, or maybe you can too. Do you have that spell that allows you to tell when people are lying to you?
There's a spell for that?
Yeah, I use it.
Oh, that one.
Zone of Truth.
Yeah.
Oh, that one.
Dineen looks momentarily nervous and then relaxes.
She's like, you would know if it's cast on you. You can feel it.
Yeah, that's the one that it makes you tell the truth.
Well, it just makes it so you can't lie.
Right. But that's different from being able to tell when people are lying.
Yeah.
I was nervous. That's all. No reason.
Like, if you ever want to interview people, I mean, I can help.
No, I'm good. No, I think it's really I really want to meet this elder. I really want to meet the head of this church or the head of this conclave.
Will you ask him for all the dramatic details of like the cleansing of that town when you meet him? Because
yeah, I mean, I really want to know what happened other than Linda's fawning.
Oh, she's one of those, is she?
Yeah, I mean, I get it, especially if the good that she's seeing is what she's seeing. So I understand that, but then I'm not going to get the best information from her. And she seems to be the
weird.
most,
He doesn't seem,
communicative, I guess.
Right. I don't know. It's just really strange because he's not really the most attractive person in the world.
Well, I guess that just depends on who you ask. If you ask Linda, he's amazing.
Maybe he's bamboozled her somehow. I mean, if your faith is full of corrupt people, maybe he's...
Oh.
That's really why I want to meet this guy.
Well, if you start singing his praises after you meet him, we'll know there's something up.
That'll be true.
Well, or if they're, I mean, that Linda seemed like a little transparent.
Yes.
It may be that they're vulnerable to other nasty, corrupt people. So maybe it's good that you're here.
Well, I appreciate that. I'd like to think so too.
And then she will thieves' cant to Kenna, assuming, of course, she's not corrupt herself. But we'll find out.
This is cursed. That is cursed.
Everything is cursed.
Nothing but curses.
A little healthy paranoia only sometimes hurt a lot of people.
I'm not going to argue with you because I trust people way too easily.
Between the two of us, we'll work it out, Kenna.
Yeah. You're with someone who trusts no one.
Well, I mean, you mainly trust monsters, so.
It's true. They are what they are.
My friends are monsters.
Yes.
So what do we do to prepare for dealing with like demon, mummy, undead, elf monsters? Like, do we need holy water and more incense? Like, how does this religiously work?
I will put money down that it's going to be taken care of by the time we get there, but I still want to see it. So.
I want to know why it happened in the first place. Like it was a town, didn't have a name really. It was a small little village. And then somebody accidentally opened something that's been underneath this, this hellmouth that's been underneath this village since forever.
Hellmouth Town.
I don't know.
They should just call it Hellmouth Town.
Hellmouth Town.
This whole region has been like that.
When I talk to Linda, it sounds like I'm getting the brush off, like, oh yeah, he's going to show up, and we keep getting these messages, and it could just be me not trusting. I really, really want to talk to this guy and meet this guy.
Well, or their situation up there is more challenging than they thought it was going to be. Right. So maybe it's good we head in that direction.
So is that what you guys want to do? Head towards the village without a name.
The no-name
Hellmouth.
the Hellmouth at the center of it.
So you guys set out and you get about halfway there
Mhm.
before you kind of feel something. You feel a presence. And who's got I think both Dineen and Katna have super high passive perceptions.
Oh gosh, let me check this for you. 23.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
What?
22.
No way.
We have observant.
That's cray cray.
You have observant.
Oh, you did something else?
I am.
Tease.
I am.
Oh, that's right,
I'm-
you're a rogue.
I am the wise also,
Mhm.
and so I'm expertise and my clericiness helps me.
Well, anyone who has an 18 or above for a passive
I do.
perception, you notice there's a piece of the wilderness, of the woods, that kind of sticks out to you, almost like that predator-like blur image,
Mhm.
where it's like that the camouflage where it looks like the wilderness around you, but you see a shape in it, and you just make out large cat-like eyes, and you feel a presence kind of wash over you. If you could each give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy!
And remember that because you're next to me, you get a +4 to your saving throws.
Oh, thankfully. Go, shoot.
20.
Oh yeah, natural 20 for a total
Nice.
of 30.
Oh,
Did we add anything to that? Just wisdom?
Yep, just wisdom.
Okay.
+4.
Plus 4, that's right.
25.
21.
I rolled a 1.
Oh no!
So Hallie
I
is
do not like this automated dice roller.
Oh, I'm sorry.
it's a good way to start your first roll of the whole campaign.
Like, come on.
so
You can only go
So-
up from here.
Hallie. That is true. Hallie is kind of quaking in her armor as you feel this deep-seated, rooted fear wash over you as you're looking at these yellow cat-like eyes that they're probably like the size of footballs. As you see them kind of open, and you see this blurry kind of like image kind of take shape, and it looks like a giant reptilian like feline appearance, and then you see like kind of like wings kind of like spread out, and that image of it being kind of like camouflage kind of washes away for those of you with 18 or above. And what you're actually seeing is it actually looks like it's made of wood and vines and other vegetable organic materials kind of woven together into the shape of a dragon. And it has all these like what's the word I'm looking for, almost like a quilting effect with browns and greens that helps it blend in perfectly with the wilderness around it.
Camouflage.
No, mosaic, almost like a mosaic
Okay.
kind of appearance. And as it takes form, now Agnetha and Kat still don't even see it. Like it kind of yawns, and these long stakes, they look like wooden stakes for teeth, kind of appear, and then it looks, and its head turns directly towards the Dineen, and the eyes lock on Dineen. And
Hi, kitty.
in a low hiss.
Oh, bad kitty.
There's a vegetable dragon here. Hello.
It utters the words, "You've taken something from the wilds. I want it." And it
He's not
begins
with us, and
flexing.
I'm not telling you where he is.
Oh.
I didn't take anything. I don't even like the woods. I mean, you're great. Don't get me wrong. But as a wood elf, woods and no. This isn't good.
So we're going vegan, huh?
We really don't want to bother you, ma'am and or sir. We're just heading to, the demonic presence over that way that's probably been really annoying you. We're going to go get rid of that, and I'm sure you'd appreciate that. So you should really just let us go through.
I'm not so worried with this place. I've traveled a long way, little morsels, to claim that which you've brought.
What,
if you want to travel a long way back, you best
just for reference, what in particular are you talking about?
You have something you brought back with you. And it's like clearly just looking at Dineen. Tunnel vision.
How are we supposed to give it to you if you won't tell us what it is?
Yep. No idea. Sorry. I'll be seeing you. And I just start withdrawing away.
Okay. Initiative.
Withdrawing straight into cover so I can go hide specifically. Because I'm not going to go toe-to-toe with the dragon. Call me crazy.
Hey, crazy.
14. So when
14.
the dragon pointedly tells Dineen that you took something, Kath gives her this kind of wicked look like, oh, what did you do?
And Dineen's just like, I don't know. Bye.
Ellie, if you put your cursor down at the bottom of your screen, you can go to the ... more tab and it will let you open, or you can hit Alt H and it will open the chat window and you can put your initiative in there.
Ooh. Alt H.
But we still have to say it because Dave can't see it.
Yeah. I thought I had come up with a solution, but apparently...
We're at 10. I'm in the chat window, but I don't see... Oh, I think you mean our chat window.
Yeah,
yeah, you guys have your
Okay, sorry about
own
that.
chat window.
All right, that I can do.
So I heard a 10 from Ellie. What did you get, Megan?
A 6.
A 6. Wow. Jen? Was really high. Like 22? Is that what I heard?
No, she got 14. You're on mute, Sweets.
Yeah.
Just 14.
Oh, okay. This is going to be interesting. What did Kath have?
14 as well.
Oh, okay then. And Agnetha?
18.
That's the number I heard. Okay. So, Agnetha...
Yes, Glub.
You can make a perception check, because this thing has been talking. And you're actually going to be the first one to act.
Is this the time to lift up my furry kilt? Or is this a bad time?
I will leave that entirely up to you.
Agnetha is going to lift her fur kilt and turn around and then slowly bend over. For good times. For nostalgia's sake, you guys. For nostalgia's sake.
We have a long tradition of mooning things.
So Agnetha's a half elf, so I assume she's a moon elf.
Half moon.
Haha, so funny.
I'm sorry.
Is that going to be Agnetha's action?
That's gonna be my action. Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. So with that you hear a sharp inhale. And and then there's a much louder exhale as chunks of wood and splinters come spraying out.
Worse than the monk's ruler.
In a 60-foot cone, and this creature is no longer hitting. It's clearly easy to see by all of you as it rears up and just breathes a cone of splinters. So everybody can give me a dexterity saving throw.
I like it slightly better.
You're welcome, you guys.
24.
Dineen
21.
Dineen must have been expecting this. 30. Oh, 34 if I'm near Jean.
Okay.
15.
Oh, wait. +4, right?
Yeah, +4.
25. Yeah. Yeah. Botch. What are you going to do with your splinters, Botch?
I see head shaking.
I got a 5. I hate this program.
I'm sorry. I thought it would work better than
No,
that.
but you also get a 4. Did you add 4 to that?
It makes it a
Oh, but
9.
9.
Woo!
So,
That's
Haley,
almost twice as much.
Meanwhile, the group is like, man, we really have to look over this poor little cleric.
Yeah.
She needs
A
help.
mess.
She
She's
looks terrified. She's
do I
getting
need
breath
to roll a
weapon.
save for Monty too?
I'm gonna find another app.
Monty only got a 5.
Monty.
Oh wait, I guess wisdom has to save too, huh?
Standing next to Kath.
This isn't good.
Oh yeah, it's definitely not good.
Yeah, wisdom's torched. Or whatever this is, splinters.
Splintered.
Splinters.
Oh. Wisdom sees the splinters coming, and rather than have anything horrible happen to her, she just abruptly ceases to exist. Because that's a thing she does.
So,
You're muted, Jean. How about Arun?
oh yeah.
He's 20, so he should be good.
Okay, so
No wisdom.
anyone that didn't get I believe it was anyone that didn't get an 18 on their dex save will be taking full damage.
Great.
66.
Oh, wake up, guys. It's ready to kill this beast.
Wow.
And,
It's going to be worth it. You'll see. It's going to be worth it.
and anyone that made their saving throw takes half.
And
Plus the
Dineen-
half damage I take. So
And
that's
Dineen
like 20
takes
damage.
nothing.
That's like 15 damage for me.
Dineen somehow dodges all of this.
That's a third of my health, but let's do this.
That's a third of your health?
That's a third of my health.
How do you have more hit points than me?
She made her save.
Man.
I made my save.
Oh,
That-
that's why. I was like, Jiminy Christmas. The bard has like 200 HP? That's amazing.
There was a lot of times where Kenna had to tank.
That's true.
True.
Yeah.
So
Dineen is at least half the reason Kenan is continually bleeding out in alleys.
So Monty did not pass his save, correct?
No, I'm checking to see if evasion helps him at all with that, like, failing, but
I think evasion only helps if you pass.
yeah, I think so too. That's why I was looking it up.
Okay. So Monty is pinned to the forest floor.
Oh, you done hurt my dog. You done
Oh, I'm
screwed.
pissed.
Hurt would be an understatement.
Uh-oh.
What is Monty's max hit points?
92 at this point because you keep telling me to like add hit dice every time I level up.
Yes,
so-
yes. Okay, so no, he's good. He's good. He's hurt. He's hurt, but he's still up.
He's
I was going to say, if
small.
Monty's dead, Monty needs to stay at home by the fireplace. Okay?
But Wisdom has gone home.
Yeah.
Yeah, wisdom is definitely not going to make that.
Well, that's fine. I can get her back.
Yeah, she
It's
can come
all
back. now.
good.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so with that,
Sorry.
the 14s can go in whichever order you guys want to.
I'm gonna bless you, Cav.
All
So
right.
would you like the blessing?
Sure. Can't
All right. But Dineen has to pick because now there's 4 of you.
Yeah, the numbers are all skewed.
Haley looks terrified
And
breath
jacked
weapon.
up. Like,
Yeah. So
I'm so jacked up right now. I can't believe this.
I figure Agnetha's, with those triceps. I'm less worried about Agnetha. So this blessing is going to Kenna, Haley, and Gaff.
It's all right.
So
I'm fine. I'm totally
you
fine.
each get an extra D4 on all your attacks and saves.
Nice.
And then after that, Dineen is vanishing off into the trees and or bushes and hiding. Bye, guys. Good luck. With a 33 stealth. So she basically has abandoned the party as far as you can tell.
We don't look worried.
Yeah, I think they know you better than I do, so.
Okay, so other 14s.
All right, Kath is going to cast Aura of Purity. So anyone who stays within 30 feet of me can't become diseased. You have resistance to poison, and you have advantage on saving throws against being blinded, charmed, deafened, frightened, paralyzed, poisoned, or stunned.
Yes,
So hopefully it'll be Ellie, next time you do a saving throw for being frightened, you've got advantage now, plus the +4, plus the 1d4 from Dineen's blessing. And then as a bonus action, I'm gonna say piss off, and which is the equivalent of vow of enmity for the Beggar King. And I'm gonna roll on up to this dragon dude even better, I'm charging in on Arun, who made his save and got tore up, but it's not quite dead. And he's gonna cast 3 scorching rays out of his tiara as he approaches. So that's a 21, a 23, and a 22.
They all hit. Runes blasting. Laser unicorn.
Pew pew pew. He does 23 points of damage, of fire damage.
Okay.
The mighty Auroch.
What the heck?
Oh no.
And that's my turn.
Okay.
Although, now that I'm level 15, my Vow of Enmity has this cool feature that when this guy makes an attack, I get to use my reaction to take an attack against him.
Okay.
So the next time he tries to do something, I'm going to wail on him.
And we've got 10 is up next. Oh, wait a minute. Before that happens, you do that, you gotta charge up to him, and you're in his face, correct? He just kind of like does this spin move with his wings.
What?
Slamming you and Arun, or at least attempting to anyway. And that is AC. Oh, that's not. That's a second. You gotta make a saving throw. I'm sorry. DC 19 saving throw for you and Arun.
What kind of saving throw?
Dexterity.
Whew.
Uh-oh. You're blessed. Not Arun, though. Sorry.
So Kath makes it. Thank you for blessing. And Arun. Oh. I'm gonna spend Arun's. I'm gonna spend my. Oh no, I'm not. Oh, but he had like if I had advantage, he'd. Oh nope. I'm not gonna do it.
He can go hang out with Wisdom, and they can like peanut gallery from the celestial planes.
He did already get his pew 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 off, so that's something. So Arun doesn't make it, but I do.
So Arun will take 14 points of damage, and
He's gone.
He gets he would be knocked prone. Give me a either a land vehicles check or just a straight up dexterity check to land on your feet.
What's the DC? Oh, shit. No, I am going to use my inspiration, and I make it.
Just to land on your feet?
I want to hit this thing.
And as it does a spin maneuver wing buff, it jumps into the air, so you can take your attack of opportunity on it.
Oh, yeah. So it knocks Arun out from underneath me, and he dissipates, but I land on my feet. And then I stick my arms up like a gymnast because I'm so proud of myself for having stuck the landing. And then... Does a 20 hit?
A 20 does hit.
All right. And... Ooh. It's made of wood?
It is, but it's living.
So I don't get my extra damage against wood stuff?
Correct.
Oh.
It is still technically organic.
I shall smite him then with my attack. And 19, 29, 35 points of damage.
Alrighty then. It hisses at you.
Oh, and I'm going to do... Oh, no, I used my reaction to attack him. I can't do that. Never mind. But next time, he's getting hellish rebuked.
He's so getting hellish rebuked.
Hi.
And... That was... Alright, so that was... we need to go to a 10.
I got a 9. So I don't know who got 10.
Yeah, I might have wrote down 10. The 9 is probably
You
you.
gave me more than I deserve, but I'm going to do mass cure wounds.
Ooh.
Okay.
Super appreciate it. Thank you.
And so I got a lot of pluses because I'm in my life domain. So let me just knock out the number first with my modifier, and then I'll add to it with my... So I'm doing it I'm just going to do it at a level 5 cast. I'm going to cast it at the level that it's at. So let me do... So 3d8. Using this app that hates me. Let's do that. Oh, God. So that's 10 plus 2 plus... Okay, so 5, 6, 7. So 17... And I think that's it, 17. So it's 17 to everybody.
And now you can make a wisdom save to shake off the frighten effect.
Okay. Hopefully I get this like +4 modifier for Christ's sake. Okay. Let's hope for the best. 6.
Now, you get advantage on this roll and a d4 because of...
+4.
All right, so that's 10 or a... Oh, 20. Oh, fuck. Nat, a 20. Thank God.
Woohoo!
Dice roller app of hell.
So thanks to Kath's aura of... Is it aura of vitality? Is that what it's called?
Purity.
Aura of purity. That you feel invigorated and you're able to shake off the frightful presence of this
Thank
beast.
Goodness.
So what is Kenna gonna do?
All right. So, like activating these runes is a bonus action. Yes.
Whatever we said last time. Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what you said. So, I guess I'm gonna make an attack first because that is the thing that we do. Is it? It's not airborne, is it?
It is. It is 40 feet in the air.
Oh, can I run up Kath and like jump off her shoulders? Is that a thing? Maybe no.
That would be a bit of a stretch.
Okay, I thought so. All right, in that case, I'm gonna go ahead and like cast a blink, but I want to unleash the red rune on this thing because it's made of wood, and I know that does fire damage.
Okay, that's sound. It will make a dex save. That's a 2 on the die. I also halfling 1, so it's going to eat the whole thing. Or actually, you know what? Actually, it kind of just braces itself and seems to resist. So he will take. He'll
Should I
take
even
half.
still roll the rest
No,
of this?
yeah. Roll the damage, but he's going to
Okay.
take half.
All right, that's 40. So
Oh.
20 is half.
All right. Yeah, so it's
And-
like smoldering here and there.
I am in the ethereal plane,
All right.
and Monty's gonna move out of the way because he can't reach it, and
That's kind of funny. You bolted out on him. Although he did get 17 health back. So that brings us to 18, top of the order. Agnetha, Armbreaker.
All right. So you're saying this dragon is made out of like organic material, or it's like
Yeah. It almost looks like someone wove like vines and tree roots and tree branches together.
So I have my glaive, right? And it's got that magical ability to like cast that like viney, thorny wall.
You do.
What would that I mean, it's just a wall though, right? So that probably wouldn't
It's a wall of thorns. You could hit him with. It'd be like
Okay.
getting hit by a train.
Okay. So and it So I'm gonna try that first, I think. So she kind of like gets done with her awesome mooning pose and starts laughing after the splinters hit her in the ass. She's like, "That's all you got?" And she's gonna like pick up her glaive, swing it around her head, and like bash it against the ground and like say the words like I don't know what the words would be. It would be like awesome and elvish, and she would like hit it against the ground and like be laughing with like a dark, sinister look on her face, and see what that does.
All right, so you're gonna have. I believe you're gonna need to roll some d8s, is what I'm thinking,
Okay.
and he's going to have to make a saving throw. Well, that dice is about to get fired. If it makes you feel any better. All right, so yeah, he's definitely within range, because your range is 120 feet. So I just envision you basically just launch a pillar straight into the air of this wall of thorny vines, and 7 die 8 is the damage. So
Plus my 4, right?
no,
That I get from Ken, or is it different?
This is different. It's just because it's a spell effect, so it's just a 7 die 8.
Okay. Oh my god.
Yeah, so you guys watch Agnetha plant her glaive into the ground, and a basically a pillar of thorns and brambles shoots from the ground, blasting this thing in its chest.
Okay, 29.
Nice.
So it thought it was going to be out of range and safe, but apparently not. So the 14s are up. And
Yes.
Take it, Dineen.
Does it? It looks like it's leaving.
You're not sure if not necessarily leaving. It's just taking to the air for a tactical advantage.
You know what? Dineen is pissed. He disincorporated my bird. He's after whatever he thinks I have.
Yeah.
So Dineen is going to activate her oath bow. She pulls it out and whispers to it, "Swift death to those who have wronged us," and she will fire off an arrow at this dragon from cover.
Okay. What was your high check?
Wasn't it 30? Let me go look. Let me roll back up. Where is it? 33. And I have advantage because of the oath bow.
Yes. Yeah, that's true. You absolutely have advantage because of the oath bow.
So that's 20 to hit
20 is going to do it.
for 49 damage.
Oh, that was a low to hit for you.
So she's filled with that like angry, cold winter fae energy, and she just pulls the string way back, and this arrow streaks out audibly into this dragon.
So yeah, he's kind of like looking around, trying to figure out where the attack came from. And she will withdraw further into the woods since she doesn't have to worry about cover or range now, and go hide again. And he can't figure it out. So with that in mind, he kind of like just drops down out of the air, a little bit closer to the ground. So he's about 15 feet away, and lashes out at Kath with the tail. And that is going to be a 29 to hit.
Holy crap.
That'll get me.
Oh.
And you get smacked for 20 points of damage. And then, after it smacks you with its tail, it kind of hunches its shoulders up. It's like hovering above you, and looks down at you and hisses at you, and goes to make a grab on you with a claw. Make it a opposed check.
With what?
Athletics, strength.
Do I get to add bless to this?
Bless is saving throws and
It's
attacks.
only attacks and saves, sorry.
Okay, so 20.
Okay, so you fail. And it then shoots straight up into the air.
So it's going to take 6 points of fire damage when it grabs me from Hellish Rebuke.
Okay.
So it can have me, but it's going to hurt.
Nice.
And you know what? And this is fine because I was going to spend my bonus action to Misty Step up on top of it. And now I don't have to. It's just right here for me to swing at without having to do that.
Dave, can it just like spring up like that, or is it trapped in vines?
No, the wall of thorns. It more like hits it than you're. When you hit things, you have an ensnaring ability.
Got it.
But the wall is just like basically you just hit it with a pillar.
Lame. I didn't know that. I thought it could like entangle the beast.
No, it just does a bunch of damage, and there's some other uses for it too.
Got it.
And also too, like you could do cages and stuff, but because it was in the air, you still have to like put the wall on the ground.
Okay. Got it.
So, once it gets 80 feet in the air, it just lets go.
That asshole.
And you will take 10, 21.
Well, as I'm falling, can I Misty Step back up on top of it? Maybe. Would that work?
Or hang on.
That would be 30. That would be cool. But technically, you need to do that you'd have to do that on your turn.
Okay.
So you take 42 points of damage as you hit the ground.
Oh, I'm so pissed.
Oh my god.
And you are prone. And that was its action. So we still have one more 14.
That's me.
Okay.
And it's 80 feet up in the air?
It is.
All right. This is dumb. It's made me mad.
I support your mad.
I am going to cast. Oh, gosh, which one? No, that's too smart. I want to do something dumb. I cast Dimension Door.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
And I park myself, I wedge myself like on top of it where I think I might be able to like keep a good hold of it. And so yeah. And now Dineen will have sneak attack. And
I have that. But yes, more sneak attack.
8. So because it attacked me twice, can I use... No, I used my reaction to do Hellish Rebuke. Damn it, I need to remember to use my or my Vengeance Paladin thing against it instead. So next round I'll do that. But yeah.
Okay, so you still have your move and your bonus action. I don't know if you have anything to do or not.
I don't think I can. Well, I don't want to move. I want to hang on. So, and I don't think I can heal on a bonus action. So, let me think. Is Cure Wounds an action? Yep. All right. So I am just hurt and hanging on like a super angry gibbon.
Okay, so give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, not my strong point.
But you have your aura and a blessing.
This is true. Oh, I don't think it's going to help.
Oh no, you're gonna fall 80 feet again.
Yeah, I am. So I rolled a 3. I'm pretty sure there's no way I can make that into something passable. Well, unless what's the DC?
19.
Oh, no.
So, basically, you appear like, on its neck or, on its back, and it just brings both of the wings together and slams them on you. And
I hope I'm using up all these legendary actions, and once I'm dead, you guys can just wail on it
on an exaggerated wing beat, and from that action you take 12 points of damage.
That's nothing.
You're knocked prone. And give me a DC 15 athletics check, and you're prone on its back. You fail the check, and you plummet.
I did say this was a dumb idea.
It could be a real downer.
What was the DC?
15.
All right, there's a shot here. I make it.
So you do fall prone. You're technically prone, but you're laying on your back on the dragon.
Yep. I'm sitting there like I've got my foot like up in the air, and I'm just like kicking down against it. Completely ineffectually, but that's my manner of expressing my displeasure.
Okay, so
wow.
Let's see. That brings us to number 9. Ellie.
Okay. I am going to... I'm going to do a... Where's it at? There it is. Not aid. Hang on. I'm going to do a mass... Third level. Okay, yeah, I'm going to do mass healing wound at level 4, which is 60 feet in area. Hopefully that hits.
What is the range is 60 feet?
Mm-hmm.
So
will that get her?
If you cast it basically and it's only her you're trying to get, then you can use it on Kath. Right? If it's an area of 30 feet and 60, that would cover the 90.
It just says range 60 feet. It doesn't say there's...
It's just creatures you pick within range.
Oh, yeah, then no. She's out of range.
Oh, she's out of range.
But I'm working very hard at getting her back in range. We feel really enthusiastic and good about this.
There's got to be. So I got actions that I can do. But that's a touch.
Blade barrier right on the dragon.
All right. Well, I'm still gonna do a mass. I'm still gonna do a mass healing wound at 4. At level 4.
Okay.
And it's 6 creatures within range. So I guess that would be everyone in the area of effect. But
so that might be Dineen, Agnetha, you, and Kenna is on the ethereal plane.
Oh yeah, I'm on the ethereal. Monty though.
Oh, Monty, yes, it will get Monty. Correct.
God damn, all these spells are touch. Anything that's good that okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and cast that. 2d4 plus 4.
Kath just has to bring someone with her next time.
All right, so 4, 8, and then my modifiers, which are 2 plus level. So 4, 5, 6. It was 13 plus 14, 15, 16. So 16 for everybody. Except for the people that need it. The most. Except for those that need it the most.
I don't know.
Is that divided between us, or is that...
No, that's 16. Everyone gets 16.
Nice. Well, I'm back to full health. Fuck your splinters, dragon.
That was a bonus action for that spell.
Nice. So you have an action and move.
I'm just trying to figure out a way to get her somehow. Anything that I can freaking think to do. I have nothing that isn't touch.
Oh, I'll be back very shortly.
You could hold for when she falls and heal her on the way down.
That's true. I'll do that. That'll be my held action. That's a good call. Yeah. I'm going to hold until she bounces off of the ground.
Does a 23 hit, Cap?
23?
Yes.
I think that, well, yeah.
The towel whips around and snaps at you. Well, like a whip. For... I think there's going to be 16 points of damage.
Is this a new round?
Not yet, no. He's taking turns in between turns.
Doesn't your hellish rebuke reset on your turn? You already had your turn.
I think it's once per round. Let me read it.
Yeah,
I'll
your
check.
rounds.
Yeah. Well, it might also be once per short rest or rest.
It uses your reaction, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it's a spell.
Yeah,
Oh,
hellish rebuke.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do I know? Never mind.
But all that being said, give me another athletics check. DC 12 since you're laying down.
I make it.
So that brings us to Megan.
Go, Megan, go.
Okay. So how far up is this thing?
80 feet.
80 feet. I definitely cannot blink that far. I can blink 10 feet and that's about it. So,
They need 70 more feet to go.
can I like possibly blink onto a like tree branch or something?
Sure, 10 feet up? Absolutely.
Cool. So I blink onto a tree branch and then I guess I'm going to unleash the blue rune because I cannot hit Kath with that if I want to.
Okay. And
Someday I'll find out what the yellow one does, but today is not that day.
you never know. That might be a good one. It's a mystery.
Dang. 23. Kept rolling ones on my little D6.
23 is good.
Okay. So yeah, so you slam it in its head. So in order to miss your tiefling friend on the back.
And I am once more on the ethereal plane.
And now we are back at the top of the order. So now it is Agnetha's turn.
Okay, so how many feet is this dragon up off the ground?
80
Or how
feet.
close is it to the ground? 80 feet?
It is 80 feet away.
Damn it.
And
I have a question, too. So with my new level, because we're at 14 now, correct?
15 actually. But yeah.
Huh?
Oh.
What? We are?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Yes. Jen,
I missed that.
we reviewed this multiple times in chat today.
Sorry. I haven't really been on chat. I'm sorry.
You people
I've been
talk
working
a lot.
today.
Well, you know, Sam, it's okay for you, but like Jen was like in this discussion, and after she told Ellie 14, I said no 15 and screenshotted when he said
Yeah, I was
Level
like, there was
ten.
a big giant screenshot.
All right. Well, anyways, it is okay. Well, at 14, I gain I get a totemic attunement.
ooh.
And I am taking on the aspect of the eagle with this one.
Oh, that
Um,
lets you fly, doesn't it?
Yes,
It does.
Oh my
So that's what I was wondering. Okay. It only works in short bursts, but if I can get close enough, I
Well,
can
you
really
can-
fuck it up, you know?
Do you have the ability to use your use dash as a bonus action? And you should have 40 feet of movement. So if you
I do.
movement and bonus dash and fly, that gets you 80 feet up.
Ah.
There on top of
Bam! That's what it is. Okay, I have the bonus
Join
action.
me.
Well, I have my fast movement, which increases my speed by 10 feet. So instead of 40 feet, well, no, because that'd be a total of 40.
Yeah.
So,
So
you
you
can
can
get
get
there.
up here,
So you
Okay.
You take on the aspect of the eagle to launch yourself into the air, which
Okay.
no one has seen you do yet.
No, this is something new since the Yeti lens.
Aw, cool.
Okay, so Agnetha is going to just be like laughing still, and like she's like jolly and evil at the same time. So she like like uses her awesome quads of death to like leap into the air with her awesome glaive, and she's gonna go in for a striking, slashing movement with rage at this dragon. And what I'm gonna try to do is cut the wing, like really hurt it.
Oh.
Okay.
Basically. And I think I'd like to do. I don't know if I can or not. Can I reckless attack?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Just make sure that you
Just
land
please
on
don't
it
get her.
because
If
you can't hover. So if you're not like
Right.
on top of the dragon, you're gonna fall back down.
Oh, I see. Yeah. And I just figured I'd take the damage, but if I can actually land on the dragon, that's a lot smarter. Okay, so I'm gonna stab my glaive into its wing, and then I can hang on that way. So I'm gonna hold on to the hilt of my glaive as I'm swinging.
All right. So make the attack with your glaive. You said you're
Okay.
reckless attacking, so you have advantage. Are you going to also use the what the hell is it called with the feet to add 10 to the damage with -5 to hit?
Oh, that's my master, great weapon master.
Yeah. Are you doing that as well?
I can do 2 at once.
Yes, you can do them both at the same time.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
It's just, you just
Don't
have
miss.
you just have to take a -5 to hit. Yeah.
Just
She's
layered
raging
on,
anyway. She
baby.
takes half
Right.
damage.
Layered on.
Okay. So I've got advantage, so that sucks. I rolled a 1 and then a 2. No! This is not okay! Let's see. I get an advantage on attack rolls.
yeah.
But
But a 1 and a 2 isn't
so-
going to help that much.
plus I have advantage on my, it's a strength check, or I don't have that. I'm trying to think of how I can add to that.
Well, you can make your second attack before you fall.
Oh, okay, that's a good idea. Okay, let's try it one more time, baby. One more freaking time. 2.
You still have advantage.
Okay. So I can roll one more time?
You can.
Oh my god, no! I'm not playing with these. Okay, there's a 14.
Is
I was
that-
about to say that you
Okay.
might need dice jail. You might need to send those away.
I'm gonna not play with I changed my dice, that was the
Oh, I
problem.
thought you were using that app.
Is
Are
a
you
14
burger?
gonna hit? Do you want to use your inspiration?
It's 14 total or 14 on the die?
That was the die.
Yeah, 14 on the die.
So plus 10, right?
Oh.
Right?
Plus 10 to damage. But
Oh, that's to my damage. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's my attack. Does it hit at all?
What's 14 plus what? What is your total?
What do I add to that for my attack?
Your
Let's see.
strength and
Proficiency bonus.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
-5.
Your proficiency bonus should be like 4 right now.
5.
That'd be a 25. I have a proficiency bonus of 5, and then I have a strength of 5.
So you hit?
Yeah, so that's definitely a hit.
Just barely, so roll your damage.
Whew.
Okay, whew, that was close.
Well, she's blessed too, so she would have had her 1d4 on top of that.
Let me
She's the one
switch my
that's not
dice out.
blessed.
Yeah.
Oh,
Where's my
Dineen was a jerk to Agnetha.
that's right.
She worries about you guys more. I think.
Well,
with this
you know.
bones too.
Kenna is smaller, and Kath does things like dimension door.
So what is your total damage?
22.
22. So you go for the wing, but you cleave it through the neck. And
Nice.
now
That works.
bits are raining down. Amongst them are a barbarian and a tiefling.
Oh Lord.
So that is, you guys are gonna take a little bit of damage on the way down.
I fall. My glaive doesn't like stick into the neck.
Oh, it does,
Yeah,
but
you
it's
killed
falling
it,
too.
sweet.
The whole thing is falling.
Oh, can I like land like a little soft cushion on it instead of it on me? With my attack, with my action, can I swing around and jump up on top of it?
So
Your attack was the action.
Oh shit.
So
Well, damn it.
both Kath and Agnetha can give me a saving throw dexterity.
That's my favorite.
It's
I love
Cat's
those.
top save.
So DC 15.
Ha! Yeah, I'm good.
Yay, Cat! That's the
And
last thing you
Agnetha
need
is
to
in your
happen.
aura, at least.
A DC 15?
Yes.
Yeah.
And add 4.
18.
18. Okay. So that's good. The dragon does not land on either of you.
Well, that's good.
And you only take 29 points of damage from the fall.
Nice. Worth it.
And as it hits the ground and kind of splats next to you guys, it like begins to instantly decompose, leaving behind its heart that is like basically a cut gemstone, an emerald.
What?
You know, probably it's small for a dragon heart, but it's shaped like a heart.
So fun facts. I spent the year off learning how to jewel craft things, so maybe we can make this worth more by like setting it in something nice.
What?
It's
Cat's
Haley, you were hanging on to a spell to use.
the held action there.
I mean,
Right.
Cat's dying.
Yeah, I was waiting for what Megan was constructing over there. So I am going to, run over and cast. Oh, let's just do a nice, simple Cure Wounds at level. Let's do it at level 2. All right. 2d8 plus 4. Okay. With my 4 modifier. Alrighty. 7 plus. I gotta get these numbers memorized. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then the spell level plus 2. So, what did I say cast that? 2? So 4. So 15.
oh yeah,
Nice.
What were you at?
I was out.
Oh, so you bounced. Oh,
I lost a whopping 3 points from attacking that dragon. I'm amazing. I have a question, by the way.
Ask.
Glob. So with my eagle totem, how I can like jump into the air, could I like save my friend like Superman and like jump into the air and catch someone? Like I could have caught Kath, like saved her life, and then like take damage by landing.
Had the action sequence worked in your favor, I would definitely allow something like that.
Yes, for future reference.
So I think we'll wrap up right there with you guys kind of like standing around Kath's body, unconscious body, and Hallie runs over to administer to Kath.
So as Kath comes conscious, she reaches over and grabs the emerald heart and kind of like curls around it, groaning.
So when this thing dies, Dineen feels that like wintry fey anger evaporate, and she's just like, "Huh." She's relieved, and then she rushes over to see what's going on.
Excellent. So once again, thanks, ladies, for the game tonight, and thanks everyone for watching. Until next week, everyone, stay nerdy.
Stay nerdy.
nerdy.